What's going on, gang? Bringing you another video about the P. Diddy trial. Verdict is just in, and I'm going to give you a little bit of information so you know all about the news updated on the Diddy trial verdict. So he's guilty out of 2 out of the 5 counts, and I'm going to read you some stuff right here. So, what was the verdict of P. Diddy? The jury's verdict delivered on the third day of deliberations declared Combs, 55, P. Diddy, Love, Puff Daddy, not guilty of 1 count of racketeering, conspiracy, and 2 counts of sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, but guilty of 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. So what that means is they're saying he could get up to 20 years, right? My opinion is that because he's already done so much time before trial in really bad conditions, they're saying, in that jail in New York there, Metropolitan, I think it's called, that place there is a really bad jail, and they'll probably give him 2 for 1 because it's so bad. His lawyer could fight for 2 for 1. So you could end up getting like 2 years, say time served, or not time served, 2 years off the sentence towards it. So I would think logically they would probably give him like 10 years, 5 years per count, or 10 years per count and run it consecutively, or run it concurrent. I mean, they won't run it consecutively, they'll run it concurrent, which means both sentences he'll be serving out at the exact same time. So if he's serving 10 years on 2 different things running at the same time, he could end up, say, 2 years off of that, and then, so that's 8, and then I think he could get out on parole 5 or 6 years later. So he could get out on parole in 5 or 6 years from now if he gets 10 years on both counts running concurrent. Alright? So basically everybody's saying, oh, he's guilty. On Facebook, people are arguing back and forth about, he's guilty. Oh, I told you he's guilty. And then other people are saying, well, no, he's not guilty. I told you he's not guilty, because 2 out of the 5 counts, you know. So that's just like, he's not guilty on 3, and he's guilty on some. So that's good. The big things like the RICO and the bigger charges that he could have gotten a lot more time for, gotten life for, and never got out, never seen the light of day again, he got found not guilty on. So I think that like the jury, they went easy on him. They went like logical about it. I don't think he did all this crazy stuff. If he did, where's the proof? Show us the proof. If he did all this crazy stuff under the tunnels and did all this weird kind of, sex rituals and satanic rituals and sacrifices, if he did all that kind of stuff, where is the proof? Somebody's covering it up then, right? Somebody doesn't want it to be brought to the light of day. Why? Obviously because there's higher powers involved. Okay, so if that is true, Illuminati will never allow the community to find out. So this is what's happening. He's guilty out of 2 out of the 5 counts, and I'm going to read you some more stuff right here. So sentencing, and this stuff's by TMZ, the stuff where I get my information, I get from Google and TMZ. So basically, Google knows everything. Google owns YouTube. I love Google. Google's the best. And then you got TMZ. Their information I've seen is 99% of the time good information. So, all right. Sentencing outlook. Combs could get a prison sentence of up to 20 years. The maximum is 10 for each of the transportation counts. The defense has, so that's the maximum, 10. So they think he could get up to 20 years. Though his lawyer will fight to run it concurrent, he won't get 20 years. I'm telling you that right now. He'll grease the palms. He's got money to grease the palms. This guy's a member. He's almost a trillionaire. This guy's a multi-billionaire. Okay, you're not talking about the average Joe here. Okay, If it was the average Joe, yeah, they'll get to 20. Okay, so sentencing outlook: Combs could get a prison sentence up to 20 years. The maximum is 10 for each count of the transportation counts. The defense has asked that Combs be released while awaiting sentencing, and the judge is expected to make a decision on that request soon. So I'll keep you updated on that, what the judge decides. It's glad to be back. Good to see you. If you're new here, this is what I do here. I talk about everything true crime related, everything hip hop related, uh, and jail and prison related, stuff like that. I interview prisoners that have gotten out and changed their lives around and doing good things now. And I also interview people that are in prison or in jail. Um, I do my story because I've had a rough life and I've also been through it, been through the system since I was a youth. So if you want to check me out, go look up on interviews or some other stories in the playlist there. You'll see a bunch of different playlists. I suggest that's where you go to get to know me. And I'll see you guys in the next one. To all my subscribers, good to see you. Peace.